Hey guys, what's up? Today I got a video on how to take care of your baseball glove. So let's get started. So, a lot of people, taking care of your glove, you can do that with any glove. You can do it with a Gold Glove Gamer, Player Preferred, Gold Glove OptiCore, any glove. If you take care of your glove, it could end up helping you, even though it might not seem like it could. Keeping your glove, just taking care of it could eventually help you with your game. And if you have a passion for defense, definitely take care of your glove, because your glove is probably the biggest part. So yeah. So one thing I've seen before: don't put your glove in your bag. Just don't. It's gonna unless you're an outfielder and you wanna put a really big ball like this into the pocket of your glove and you want a floppy, that's fine. I wouldn't mind an outfielder doing that. That's totally fine. But not an infield glove, because you want that one spot. Because you want a shallow pocket. You don't want anything crazy. And you want it to have like the same break point every time. Two maybe, like that. That's what I do, and then that. But you don't want it to get all floppy and then the fingers to get all weird, and you don't want it to start closing like that, like thumb to index. I've seen a play where a kid actually jumped up and he hit the middle of his fingers a little bit above that, like right up here, and hit a player preferred, I think, and his fingers just totally bent straight back. And the ball went right into right field, and one of my teammates got a triple off of that. While I was using my Pro Preferred, I went up to catch a ball. It hit the total tips of my fingers, and it bent it back a little bit, and the ball shot straight up. And then on the second, when it was coming down, I caught it and doubled it up. That's just one thing that happened to me. Also with my 2017 88, I made a nice jumping catch right at the fingertips. And if you take care of your glove, it could come back to repay you. So the number one, the biggest thing I would say is don't put your glove in your bag. That's the biggest thing. Because then it's just going to get all floppy. It's going to feel weird. You're not going to be used to a form. It's going to be different almost every time. Unless you're an outfielder and you put a big ball like this in it. Don't. And even if you're going on long trips, just carry your glove around. Just carry your glove with you. Gloves, I always carry my glove in the car. Put it on the floor. Don't let my feet rest on it. Don't smush it or anything. I just let it sit on the ground and then leave it, or I hold it. But just don't put it in your bag. The only exception for an infielder would probably be if you had a web gem form. These things help your glove a lot. I just had my Pro Preferred in this for a while. This Pro Preferred. This web gem helped form this, and I love how I formed that. But I put it in here, and then so this time when you set your other stuff in here in your bag, it's not gonna get forced down like that or whatever. It's gonna be like completely like this. And then there's also a sleeve. And you just hook it up in there, and it'll be all good. So if you're gonna put in your bag, you should use this. I've had a lot of people won't drop $70 for a form. But yeah, just try to not put it in your bag and carry it around. Number two, probably how much oil you used. Don't go nuts on the oil. My favorite oil probably right now is either mink oil. But if you're going to use mink oil, I've heard it can break down your glove a lot faster. I've used mink oil on this a while ago. It's just fine. If you do use it, don't use a lot. I use just a small coating, and it's just fine. But I usually use this. If you're going to oil your glove, do it just a little bit, not a ton. I did it first when I didn't know crazy amount of glove. Right when I got it, I oiled it to break it in. Didn't really do anything. It helped break it in, but didn't hurt it at all. Then I oiled it a little bit at mid-season with some of this stuff in the palm and on the laces. The laces are probably one of the most important places. You definitely need to give your laces some love and oil them up. You can oil laces frequently, but not the glove. So I did mid-season, just the inside, and probably if I split the season into fourths, I would probably do this 1/4 to. I'd probably oil the palm 4 times during the season, and then 1 time after the season, and that's what I did. I oiled it 1 time with a really small coating of mink oil after the season, right after my last game, and then after a bunch of practices, it started to fade again. As you can see, it's fading still. I put Web Gem, the glove glaze, on it to get that color back, and it's been good. So don't over oil it, otherwise it will get heavy. This is kind of heavy, but it's fine. I don't over oil it. Never use oil on this. I might, not sure. Now, so that's oil. Now, when you break in your glove, I've used oil for this all over the glove once, and then in the palm 2 times, I think, already. I did one today, or 3 times. Oiling the palm is totally fine. I have no problem with that. But still, please don't use microwaves, steamers. I mean, unless you really want your glove to get floppy and you don't care if it's like that after a season, go ahead, use a steamer or a microwave. But if you want your glove to be nice and the fingers to be nice and stiff, just it to be nice and hold its shape, don't use steamers or microwave. It's just bad for your glove. Actually on the inside of the glove, it will shrink the laces. On the laces, like inside, that you can't see. And just, I forgot what the steam does. I think it blocks up the pores or something. Don't do that. It will make your glove break down faster. It's not as bad as the microwave, but still, please don't do that. Mink oil. I've used mink oil on this glove once, and this glove once, all over. People say that's not good for your glove. It's totally fine. Just don't do big globs, because if you do too much, it could damage it. But if you do just the right amount, it will be just fine. And it won't break in your glove. It will definitely help loosen it up. So yeah, that's it. And on rainy days, I mean, you won't always be able to do this, but if you know it's going to be, some people won't be able to do this, but if you're like me and I have plenty of gloves, honestly. I don't need them, but I like gloves, so if you have a glove like this, it's still a nice glove, Ronic Warfare Pro 17i CBR wingtip. I got it from my coach. I traded him my Pro AR3. I mean, it's beat up a little bit. You can't see the wearing, but there's plenty of wear in the pocket and stuff. But I love it. It's a great glove. I mean, if you know it's going to be a rainy day and this isn't your main gamer, go ahead and use it. Let it air dry after. Because if this is your main gamer and you're just like, you need to use this, and it's like a huge tournament, there's lots of games, try to use a different glove that you still use plenty and you're comfortable with it, but that you won't use much more, that you won't probably use in the tournament. Because if you use this once in the rain, if you use a glove in the rain, it will stiffen out and it'll feel weird, stiffen out, it'll get really heavy. Then after your game, go to your hotel, your house, or whatever, just set it on a towel in a room with normal room temperature, and just let it sit there and air dry. Don't put it in anything. Don't warm it up. It will, I forgot what it's called, just the leather will get all weird. Well, like, crap, I forgot the word, but some of you guys will know what I mean. So just let it air dry, and then you'll be able to use this again, and you probably won't use this the rest of the tournament, because this will be still, it'll take 2 days about, and then this will be good to go. So, I mean, some people won't be doing it. Rain's totally fine. It's just not the greatest. Now, pine tar. If you want to use pine tar, I use pine tar. I'm totally fine. It does help. It does help stop wearing. I put pine tar on my fingertips. You can't see it anymore. I put it all up here on the fingertips, on the top of the web, on my thumb. I put it right here on my thumb, right here on my pinky. I put it in the pocket. I put it right here in this finger right there, I think, or on the inside of the index, and then on the inside of the middle, because that's where the main spot, and then right here in the palm area, the web area, that's where my main spots of wear are. It definitely has slowed down the wearing. These are the only 2 places I have wearing, right there and there. It's going to start wearing up here, and it started wearing on the thumb a little bit, but not a lot. Pine tar does help. Don't worry about it. It's gonna get all gooey. It's gonna be gross. When you start it, I melt tiger stick and put it on just a little bit. It's gonna be weird, and I prefer you do it at the field, because then you put dirt all over it and just kind of like get the dirt on it, and then after it starts to lose its stick, it'll still protect it, but it won't be all gooey and stuff. And don't set it, when that happens, don't set it like this. Otherwise, on my carpet or anything, there'll be a bunch of hair, and it's just, gross. So, that's really what I do. Aaron's really good at this. You guys probably stopped listening, but Aaron's really good at taking care of his glove. He barely even lets me put his hand in his December. That's another thing that probably will help. It'll help you keep your form. I don't mind certain people doing it, but some people I won't. Or if I'm just pretty mad or something, I won't let people touch it. But yeah, that's another thing. So that's really how I take care of my glove. Just put pine tar a little bit, a little oil, no heat or anything. Don't put it in my bag or anything. Just take nice care of it, and you'll be good to go. It could come back and repay you a ton. It could repay you a little. It might not help at all. Maybe you won't have an opportunity like that, but you might as well take the chance. Take care of your glove. I think it'll come and help you later on, and it'll just help you become a better defensive player. Not by a lot. No one's going to notice, but you will know why you make some jumping catches or diving plays and stuff like that. So just take good care of your gloves, and it will repay you. And yeah, so I hope you like this video. Comment, subscribe. I'm sorry for the really long video, but it took me a while to think of stuff. This is my second try at the video. But yeah. Comment, subscribe, and hope you guys have a good day and like this video.